When was the last time that you were aggressively heckled about your sex life during a keynote? We all get to snicker in the face of discomfort, but our next inductee does not. Our first C.P.A.E. constantly faces confrontational audiences shouting cringe-worthy comments during presentations about, wait for it, human respect. I've watched as this courageous soul gracefully guides the heckler, be that frat member or army recruit, into a constructive conversation without ever demeaning them. By the walk-off music, the room isn't just full of converts, but of advocates with the means and the desire to make the world a kinder, safer place. The first time that I watched this humble keynoter perform was the day I was 100% prepared to hand over my own C.P.A.E. for someone so deserving. I admire this master of audience interaction, not just because they speak often for the Pentagon or because their testimonials include quotes about lives they have potentially saved, or even because they make more money than I do. Okay, maybe that one. No, I admire this role model of consent because they practice their craft not for a profit motive, but for the human motive. Whether addressing generals or executives, soldiers or students, they serve audiences that deserve to witness only the very best among us. With this award, we celebrate every underappreciated colleague in the fields of education and military. A boundless fountain of energy, a heart of molten gold, and a breakdancer who will lift you up even as he wears you down. Please help me and Sam Silverstein, my co-presenter in spirit, welcome into your loving arms tonight's first C.P.A.E., Mike Domitrz.
Thank you. NSA, we are family. John, there you are. You know you're my family. Thank you for your friendship, your brotherhood. Sam Silverstein, thank you for lifting me on the difficult days, for celebrating the wins. Thank you for not just making me a better speaker and business person, but making me a better person, a better father, a better husband. NSA, there are so many of you in this room I want to thank tonight that time simply isn't going to allow. So I'm going to make it my commitment to reach out to those of you who have impacted me over the last 20 years in the coming weeks to say thank you. To all of you who voted me to receive this honor, I am forever grateful. The reality is I'm not standing here tonight. I'm not a speaker without the inspiration of one amazing human being, my sister Sherry. Sherry, your courage, your strength has impacted countless lives in our audiences around this world for 3 decades. You supported my journey from day one. You've been the wind beneath my wings to set me free to fly. Thank you. The first 12 years, it was not pretty. I was 21 and looked 15, and I wish I could tell you that was an exaggeration. Talking on a topic nobody wanted in their schools. So I stepped away until I found you, NSA. That's right. Orlando, 2002, my very first convention. I'm nervous, I'm excited. Patty Hendrickson, youth chair, pulls me aside 1 month before and says, "Hey, Mike, will you do a program on dating relationships for the youth of the NSA conference?" I was like, yes. And then I thought, oh my gosh, I'm speaking to the kids of the world's greatest speakers at a conference I've never been to. When I got done, Patty pulled me aside, and your words, Patty, were, "Mike, the world has changed since you started doing this work. They're looking for you." I so believed in your words, Patty, that 2 weeks later I sold the business I owned and quickly almost went bankrupt. Thanks, Patty. And I do mean thank you, because that made me go all in. I went all in for the next year with the wisdom you gave me at that convention, and suddenly I was speaking more and I was reaching more lives because of you, NSA. And a year later, I realized I need help. And wow, did I get more than help. My sister, Rita. Rita, you took this journey with me for 17 years, and anybody who knows you knows that you work harder than anyone, but more importantly, you give every ounce of your soul to everyone you serve. You give from the heart. You didn't just take care of me, you took care of every client, and I'm forever grateful for those 17 years, Rita. See, Rita, Sherry, and I had parents. Mom and Dad, you were role models who didn't just teach us how to get to the top. It was about how. And you lived that as you both excelled in your own careers against odds at times, and yet you cheered us on our journey while you were doing that. You continue to today for not just ours, but our kids and their kids. Thank you. Speaking of kids, I have 4 sons. Anthony, Brian, Stephen, Matthew. Thank you for understanding that your dad's mission to try to make this world just a little better place means that I had to be on the road away from home many days and nights. Thank you for understanding, and I hope you still do believe that everywhere in the world I've ever gone and I ever will go, you will always be with me. I love you with every ounce of my soul. And when it comes to soul, there's only one soulmate. Karen, you've been with me from the start of the journey. 30 years, and we had some lows. We had those tough times. And wow, we had some highs because you helped me grow and become a better human being. No matter what was happening, Karen, you always had my back. You are the key to my soul. For every survivor of sexual violence in this room, know we see your strength. We see your courage. NSA, may we speak up to any and all forms of degradation. May we lead with love and respect for all, and all means all genders, sexual orientations, identity, race, culture, body, shape, and size. For love is the ultimate connector. See, love is the shared heartbeat of the universe. NSA, I love you. And I can't wait to see you on the dance floor. Thank you very, very much.
Are we off to a great start tonight or what? Is that the greatest? One of the great things you notice is that not just Hall of Fame speakers, but Hall of Fame human beings. Another round of applause for Mike. So glad for you. That's so awesome.